Yo, we live. You're now listening to volume 37 of the Bucket Up podcast. You're here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka Tylante, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka your mom called me over because it's Mother's Day. She need a present. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB, Jesse Burke. What's up?
Living good, man. Trey 7, volume 37. It's a good number, man. It's a cool jersey number, I always thought. But it's me, the kid JB. Couldn't be right last week. Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but when I am, I told you so. Happy Mother's Day to you, Ty. I know you're not a, I know, I know you're not a mother,
Hey,
but
bro. With child, bro.
yeah, but you got like that mother love, you
That's
know?
crazy.
But shout out to you, man. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to episode 37 of Bucket Up. To the buckets out there. How was your weekend, bro?
It was cool. I had a pretty cool, solid week. It was Katie's birthday. So,
Shouts to Miss Katie.
did a lot of birthday related things. I went to the movies on Thursday with Trav and Katie.
Shouts.
Then I went to the movies again on Friday with Katie. We did dinner in the movie. And then yesterday we went to her family's house, chilled in the pool, was cooling out, drinking. I had a bunch of Moscow mules. I was on my shit. And then today we went to breakfast at IHOP with the fam
Shouts.
for Mother's Day.
What movie did you see? And I know that you getting in the pool is a big deal. You gotta explain to me the phobia behind that because
I don't have a phobia. I just don't be feeling like because we'll be there. It obviously be hot as shit, so it'd be like I want to get in the pool, but like just like the act of like changing and then getting in the pool and then having to fucking get out and dry. Like if I have to piss or something or get another drink, I gotta get out of the pool. Like it just be feeling way more inconvenient. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean that's probably why you shouldn't drink if you're swimming, but that's just me.
You're not supposed to. Is that like a
No.
rule? No,
No, I
but
mean,
what the fuck? I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to enjoy my day. I'm not gonna be swimming.
alcohol?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, not me. I mean, alcohol makes you sweat more and it dehydrates you, and you
Yeah.
dehydrate when you swim. So
Wait, you do? I thought you would be adequately hydrated if you were swimming.
no, you dehydrate because you're burning calories.
Oh, I'm not actually swimming. I'm just chilling.
All right, well then your calories probably stay the same, but you'll burn
Especially since the swimming pool got a fucking swim up bar with like stools in it and shit. So you can just chill.
Yeah. Well,
Drink.
shouts to that. At least you're a good person. You don't pee in the pool. And I look back
Nah.
to growing up as a kid, swimming with all like the community kids and stuff. I'm like, damn, that probably was a dirty pool. But anyway.
Yeah, because I definitely pissed in that pool for real.
But what movie did you see, man? Because I know you're the movie connoisseur. I mean, we both are, but I kind of learned from you.
you can't be a movie connoisseur if you go to the movies like once every 7 months.
I'm like the
You're like the who?
being the movie.
You're like the wait. I missed that. What'd you say? You're like the what?
I said I'm like the Luigi to the Mario of you of the movies.
Oh, okay. Even though you only go once every 7 months.
Yeah, but I also have like a deep knowledge of old movies that people don't really know about.
Oh, okay. That makes up for it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday I saw Traffic has Paula Patton in it. I don't know. You know who Paula Patton is, right?
Yeah.
Dated Robin Thicke, and then Robin Thicke cheated on her or whatever. So she dipped, and he tried to make a whole album about her. She still ain't come back, which is like, bruh.
They should have called the album Patent Pending.
Oh shit! I think he just called it Paula. Like
really discreet.
My man wrote a whole album for her. And she still ain't come back. That's a magnificent L that man took. But yo, she's amazing. She was in it. It's called Traffic. It was basically about like basically human trafficking. So like she's going on a vacation with her boyfriend, and like shit goes awry. These people like follow her, and then she end up in like a trafficking ring, and then she gets out of it. I mean, it's a cool movie because it's like talking about a thing that's, you know what I mean, that people that's happening in the country and the world that people don't really pay attention that much. Like it said, like 1.8 million women are getting trafficked in America right now, and it's a $115 billion industry worldwide. So like that shit's crazy. But like the movie itself felt more like a Lifetime movie, so wasn't that great a movie.
When it came to traffic, I thought you meant like the shit that I get through every day going to work.
Nah, it wasn't like the whole. No, that'd be wild if it was a whole movie just like a carpool.
I could write a whole movie about traffic, about fucking, hey, come on, make the fucking turn, move your
That might be
car.
cool.
Hey, why you? This is
Movie,
my lane.
the movie's called Traffic, right? And then it's like everybody's going to work, but it's like showing different people's cars. Like there's a carpool car with a bunch of people in it, and there's like other people like on their way to work, and then something happens, and they're like wondering why the fuck it's taking so long and shit. Like that might be you could probably finesse that into a comedy.
There was a movie called Carpool in itself, but the different vision from where you're going with it. But
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to do something to glorify traffic because it's horrible. But yeah, no shouts to human trafficking, I guess.
No, I guess is wild.
Well, I mean, not I guess, but like, I don't know who to call or like how to help with that. So
right, because you don't know. It was kind of crazy. Not to, I guess to spoil the movie. I doubt mad people are gonna see this movie.
I didn't even know it existed.
Exactly, but it's basically like it was wild because it was like the cop, or I guess I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but it was like they were like in the vicinity of where they were. Like it wasn't like the way they were trafficking girls wasn't like some super covert thing. It was like they kept them in the back of a fucking truck and just like had them in a cave somewhere, like you know what I mean, like in a fucking random ass spot, like in Missouri or some shit. Oh no, I think it was it was Northern California, so they were going to like Canada and shit.
So it's based on a true story or whatever?
I think it was based on true events, so but I don't know what the actual true events are. Because every time it's there's one like you know how you go to the movies and one be like, oh, based on a true story, like, all right, this shit happened. And then they say based on true events, it's like we took some shit that was true, but like most of this shit ain't real.
Yeah, I mean, because technically, like someone walking down the street could be a true event. So like,
Right.
What if like Michael Bay makes Transformers like based on true events?
True events, like
it's like just, what, man? Oh, they when they were walking down the street, that's true event.
Like, hey, bro, Shia LaBeouf acting crazy. He do that shit in real life. True events.
So all right, so that was Thursday. What was the second movie, or did you see Traffic again?
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be wild.
Did Traffic hold you up?
Wow. So second day, we went to see that Gabrielle Union movie called
Bring It On.
No, what? Bring It On is a great movie that's underrated, but it was Breaking In. And it's like
not too far off.
But it was like now that I'm thinking about it, is Bring It On probably Gabrielle Union's best movie?
It's sad to say, I think it is.
I think, and it's not like it's a bad movie. Like it's like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, like their best movie is Mean Girls, but it's like not really about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's true.
But it doesn't make it like a bad thing. But Bring It On is a great movie. But no, so it's like her dad dies, and her dad's like a rich guy for some reason. So he's like has this huge estate up north, and they have her. She takes like her kids to go with her to like clear out the house to get it ready to sell. But then there's these people there that are trying to break in because the dad had a lot of money locked up in the safe or some shit, and basically it's like they get trapped in the house, the kids do, and then she's outside and she's got to get back in to get them in or to get them out and shit. It was there was points of the movie that felt good, but for the most part, like it was okay. Like it's an okay movie. It was one of those weekends where there's like, you know what I mean, like we just had Avengers come out and like, you know what I mean, what was the other movie I saw that recently that was really good? The fucking Quiet Place movie was great. And so you're gonna get a weekend where it's like there's no good movies. So, although I don't know, so next week we got like Deadpool and then we got Star Wars, so it's about to ramp back up. But
I will say, I mean, dude, movies, and I've been saying this ever since they came out with Rotten Tomatoes, Cisco and Ebert, any of these movie critics,
Mhm.
ourselves. Um, it's just someone's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One man's treasure is another man's trash. Because
right.
shouts to Damon at work. He showed me. We talked about the Infinity Wars, and kind of I was trying to ask him like, what's the big hype about it, and the fact that there's like 20 movies that build up to it. You know.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, shit, had I known that Iron Man 2 would be
nah,
humor,
you didn't have
yeah,
to watch Iron Man 2.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, had I known all these movies would be like a cumulative test at the end, like Infinity Wars is, maybe I would have seen all of them.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
but
they could just ask somebody; they would have told you.
Man, it was funny as shit because trying to explain that movie out of context to someone like me, I'll tell you what, those movies sound wild, stupid.
No, I
And
get it.
he was trying to explain the characters to me. I was like, "Who's this guy and who's that guy?" And he's like, "Oh, that's a robot, and that's a robot's wife, and this is the guy that came back after he died, and this and that." And I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah, they all have 6 gems and." Thanos comes to get the 6 gems, and I was like, all right, man.
Man, you got a spoiler ass review right now.
I mean,
Not really. I'm joking. You like it's like saying wild shit. But wait, so did you ever watch like the cartoons or whatever? Like
nah, I
Spider
mean,
Man or
I
fucking X Men?
I watched Spider Man, I watched X Men, and on Fox like as a kid, the
Yeah,
cartoon. Yeah, I
like
watched Spider Man, X Men, but mainly Ninja Turtles, which had no correlation.
so. All right, so I think I watched Spider Man. I watched the Batman series because that shit was fire. Not the same. That's DC, but I think how it is just like people who are in the comics because that's basically what these movies they're comic book movies and like how comics work is like there's issues and like even though like sometimes there's single person issues that's like a story arc for just one character and then sometimes like there's like the fucking like there's a saga comic book series like you know what I mean the like a one would be like Civil War or you know Infinity Stones and stuff like that and so basically, they all kind of go into each other, so you have to know who these other people are for it to all work out. And that's basically what the movies did. It was just like a basically a movie version of comic books, how they lay out that formula. So that you know, I guess most people when they started doing it, they said they're making it all connect. So people definitely knew beforehand before this movie came out.
Well, then I wasn't paying attention.
Nobody told you, or if people told you, probably just because when they first started, like the first Iron Man is good, Iron Man 2's trash. You know what I mean? Like the Hulk is okay. Thor, the first Thor was like okay.
But there's like 30 Spider-Mans. I don't understand it, man.
So
Like Peter
yeah,
Parker was like Tobey Maguire. It was this kid, and then now they're gonna have like a Puerto Rican kid, and
well, yeah, there's a lot going in. So basically, it was so before Marvel wasn't really that popular besides Spider Man. So like all these other dudes, like Iron Man wasn't very popular. Um, you know what I mean? Captain America wasn't like Thor. Like these dudes weren't that like crazy. So when that first Spider-Man came out, it was basically Marvel didn't have a movie studio. So they sold those rights to the two most popular like Marvel things are X-Men and Spider-Man. So they sold X-Men to Fox, like the rights to them to make movies, and then they sold Spider-Man to Sony. And so when you sell the rights, those studios get to keep the rights as long as they keep making movies. So they made the Tobey Maguire movies, and then it was kind of like some time, and they were in jeopardy of losing the rights. And it was right when Marvel was like, "All right, we're gonna make our own movie studio." And so when like it was like kind of like 8 to 10 years after they made that last Spider-Man movie. And so they were like, if we don't make a movie, we have to give the rights back to Marvel, and they got their own movie studio, so they can just literally just have them for free, and that'd be a shit ton of money. And so they made that other Spider-Man movie with the dude, what's his name, Andrew Garfield, right?
oh yeah, I remember there's
Uh,
a third one.
they made that one. They made two of those because they were trying to do their own thing, but it was basically because they had the rights still. And
And
it's for them to keep the rights. So what they did recently, after they made those two films and they were terrible, and people didn't go see them, they struck a deal with Marvel, the Disney-owned Marvel, and was like, "Hey, you guys can use Spider-Man. We'll let you make the movie, like find the director for it, you cast it, everything. We just basically make all the money off of the like ticket sales. So Sony gets all the money from like, you know, people going to see it, like the DVD sales, and then Disney Marvel gets all the money from merchandising for Spider-Man.
That sounds like a pimp.
Basically, but that's how they struck that deal. And that's why there's so many different Spider-Mans, because it was like Marvel didn't own the rights to their own character, which was like,
well, as a
they
feminist,
make movies with it.
there should be a Spider-Woman, okay?
There is a Spider-Woman.
Oh, well.
It's like in different comics. See, the comic books are so weird. That's why people get so confused. Like, there's so many different comic books, and there's like different alternate universe comic books and different spinoffs and shit. Like, you could probably find there's a girl Thor, there's a girl Iron Man, there's a black Hispanic Spider-Man, bro. You can
like Thor, like a Thora.
Yeah, there's like a female Thor, bro. There's a shit ton.
Thor,
I know as much as I sound very like I read a bunch of that. Like, I don't read it, I just know about it. You know what I
mean? I'm not a businessman. I'm just a business. Man.
But yeah, you definitely gotta watch it. But I was gonna say, because those two movies were like kind of like definitely Lifetime-esque. Like, what's the worst movie you like, a movie that you know people think is bad but you think is good?
Well, I mean, this one's, I mean, it's funny. I always say that one of my favorite movies is Edward Scissorhands, and
I think people like that movie though.
Not in my office. 9 times out of 10, they say it's creepy, it's weird, or they didn't like it. It's a
weird movie. Tim Burton's weird, bro.
But you like artistically weird. I don't know. I think I don't know. What? Give me that's hot potato. Give me another one. Name a movie that you like that you think other people don't like.
That I like.
Yeah. That you think other people don't like.
A movie that I know is trash, but I like it. Like, I know people think it's trash. Probably Pootie Tang.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Pootie Tang?
Yeah.
It is a dumbass movie.
Yeah.
But like, when I was a kid, I fucking banged with it hard until my little brother made us watch it too many times in a row, and I was like, bro, I cannot watch Pootie Tang anymore. But I feel like I've seen it like 800 times.
Yeah, I can't really.
I just like when he's like, yo, it's hot, bro. It's so damn hot. Like, it's like you. Like, it's too goddamn hot out here. And then the dude's like, yeah, and it's hot too. Like, what the fuck?
You remember yeah, I remember that too.
He's like, yo, it's so hard to get in that club. So hard. Air be like, yo, let me get in the club. And they're like, yo, you not on the list. And they're like, I'm Air. I gotta be in there. And the dude's like, yeah, and it's really hard to get in too.
I'm trying to think of a fucking movie that I'm not like damn, every movie I like other people like. Nah, I mean yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. I mean, like, maybe there's movies I like that people don't really know of. Maybe like the Kevin Smith movies, like Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh yeah, dude. No, that is a trash movie. I like Jay and Silent Bob though.
Like Clerks, I love.
Clerks is the one that people like. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is a bad movie that I fucked with heavy.
What about Mallrats? Did you like Mallrats?
I don't know if I've seen Mallrats.
There's Mallrats. There's Dogma. There's Chasing Amy.
Dogma, yep.
Jersey Amy. Girl. All of those I like. That people are like, you kind of have to be all in or not like them. You know.
I think Clerks is undeniably good, but the rest of them are definitely kind of iffy. But I like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
And in the front, like motherfuck. That shit was funny, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, those are the movies that I'd have to say I like that other people that definitely are like either not. You have to be all in or all out.
I feel you.
But getting to it, man. Happy Mother's Day, bro. Like we said before, or I said before, this is a joyous occasion because this is shouts to all the baby mamas out there, the mamas, the grandmamas,
grandmammies,
the mammies and them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, did you call your mom? Give her a shout?
Yeah, I called my grandma and I texted my mom. I think she might be working, so she hasn't hit me back yet. That's how it be sometimes.
Um,
I sent her a little gift she should be getting tomorrow.
you really gonna buy her the Michael Kors bag?
Nah, I was looking, but I couldn't find one that I could afford. So I ended up getting her like a what's it called, a Calvin Klein bag. Ended up getting her. That
Oh,
was like
smooth.
still kind of, it was still expensive, but it wasn't like wild. I don't know. She probably won't even like it. That's how it'd be working out. Like it's whatever. As long as I got it. If you don't mess with it, all right, whatever.
If I get my
But
mom the gift, she's always like, "You shouldn't have wasted the money." I'm like, "All
all right,
right, well, is
nope.
that your nice way of saying you
Not
don't?"
my mom. Oh, that's funny though. You shouldn't have wasted. Like, whoa, what you saying? You don't like it?
Yeah, that's like their nice way of like, "Oh, that's nice,
Right.
honey."
But I think that's just my mom's real because she just knows like all the shit that you get your mom when you're like a kid or like even like your dad for the Father's Day, like it'd be like bullshit that they don't actually want. Like my dad, I never seen my dad wear a suit. I don't like random full disclosure. I don't really fuck with my dad like that, but I never had seen my dad wear a suit. But I thought like a dad present is like to get him a tie. But it's like, why the fuck would he have wanted a tie? He never wore ties. You know what I mean? Like he never even wore like button ups. It doesn't make any sense. But it's like same thing with your mom. Like you get your mom like wild stuff. Like, oh, here's this macaroni painting. Like, why would a mom want that?
I was just gonna say that when I was a kid, like when they're like, "All right, guys, we're gonna do handprints for Mother's Day,"
Right?
I'm gonna be like, "My mom's not gonna want that.
Yeah, like why? And
She
it's like,
sees my hands every day. Like, what the fuck?"
no, there's some moms that are like, oh, like they're just happy that the kid made them anything to like show that they wanted to do something. And that's kind of
That's if the kid's
that's what
retarded.
yeah, that's basically what the thing is. But it's like, do they actually have a need for your macaroni painting? Fuck no.
They scrape it off and cook it. They're like, "Hey, we're low
Right?
on groceries."
Just throwing it in the pot. You're like, whoa, I made that with love, mom.
You're right. You're like, "We're gonna eat glue tonight."
Yeah, fuck, dude. Like,
Um,
no, I get it. It's like my mom wants some shit that I probably can't afford. It's like, I guess you should be like, yeah, you don't even bother doing that shit. You know what I mean?
yeah. I got my mom. I don't know if it was for Mother's Day, but I got my mom a gift about like this Rolling Stones DVD that had like all of their like concerts on
Mm-hmm.
tape or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she like never opened it, and she kept telling me, "Oh, this is a good DVD to watch when it snows," and it
Yeah, she
snowed
just
like
never.
every winter. I was like, "Ma,
She was not fucking
fucking
with it, bro.
yeah." I was like, "All right, I guess you don't like the Stones that much."
You just thought she liked the Stones? Did she tell you she liked the
No,
Stones?
she told me she liked the Stones, and on card trips and shit, she would
See,
claim.
this is why I think that as a culture we gotta be better. Because I feel like there's like this thing like where you have to give somebody a gift where you kind of everybody wants you to be that person where I don't ask them what gift they want. I just gift them the perfect gift. You know what I mean? That I think that they would like. But in reality, usually you're just getting somebody something off of like little basis thing that you think you know about them, but like not something they actually want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're like, oh yeah. You'd be like, oh, okay, so I know Ty's a Suns fan, and I know he likes going to the movies or whatever. So I'm gonna get him this Suns DVD of the 1972 season or some shit. And it's like, I didn't ask for that. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like that's thoughtful, but not practical.
Right. Like,
Now,
it's
if they
better off to
got
just
you a
ask me.
Now, yeah, they got to do a better job of reassessing. They'd be like, all right, so for me, at least, maybe it's just a Jewish thing or it could be a personal thing. I'm practical, like you said. I feel like getting somebody a gift is not to get something. There's 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 two sides to the coin. Some people think that getting somebody a gift is the chance to get somebody extravagant or something extravagant like that they wouldn't buy on their own.
Mhm.
I, on the other hand, think you should get them something that they'll continuously use.
Right.
So like I would get you a snapback or a hat or a bucket
Mhm.
hat or a fucking t-shirt or something
Right.
that because you rock those and I'm like I know he would use it.
Right.
Getting you like a foot massager seems nice, but like how many times are you gonna use it?
Right. And again, I get it too if it's like you want to get somebody something that they wouldn't buy for themselves because they're like, it's like, I don't know. Because then it's like, it's nice. Like, yo, I wouldn't have bought that, but I'm glad somebody else bought it for me. But you gotta ask the motherfuckers if that's what they want. You know what I mean? Like when you start doing that shit without context, you just getting some shit on the fringes that they're like, yeah, I don't really fuck with that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
my brother's funny as shit like that. Like for my sister's birthday, he was like, "Oh, we were walking through the mall, and he just sees this giant popcorn maker. Like it was stupid big, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'll get that for Taryn, my sister,
Mhm.
for her birthday. She likes popcorn." I'm like, that doesn't mean you have to get her this
Yeah.
giant. So of course we get it, and we look ridiculous walking through the fucking mall with this giant popcorn maker, and I'm like,
Right.
have you used it? And she's like, probably once. I don't know.
Right, exactly. And it's like who doesn't like popcorn?
I know. I'm like,
I mean, I'm not a big, but like I feel like that's a brand. Like it'd be like, yo, Ty really loves cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna get them the cinnamon roll making kit. It's like, bro, I'm never gonna make that cinnamon roll, fam. You know what
cinnamon
I mean?
roll making kit.
Right? It's like I like sushi. Don't give me a sushi making kit. Although that might be cool. But either way, you know what I mean? Like
Nah, you won't make it. I
I
tried
won't
it
make
one time. It's so fucking annoying, and like
right.
so much effort and like cost of the fish just to make one roll, and you're like, all right, this is a waste. Like
Right? You go through all that. I'm like, yeah, I definitely rather somebody else just make this shit.
it's really you spend like $30 to $40 just trying to make one roll. It's stupid.
Yeah, nope. That's a no go then. Uh
Um,
But no, yeah. See, that's why we as in America. Although I'm guessing that's why, you know what I mean. Like that's how capitalism thrives in America because we don't ask people what they actually want, and then so everybody just buying this random shit. Because if not, if everybody just got what everybody wanted, then there'd be a lot of dumbass shit like popcorn machines not getting bought.
true. There's a lot of dumb people buying stuff. Not to say my
Mhm.
brother's dumb, but he's not the best.
But it's not his fault. It's just like he's instead of just asking your sister what he wants, what she wants or whatever, he would just like I gotta just find something.
But
So that's
yeah,
fine. Now from now on, I'm asking everybody what they want. You tell me what you want, I'm gonna get it. Like Katie, every year we do a list. I give her exact links and shit, and I give her a bunch of stuff. So I still don't know what's coming, but like at least it's like picked from, and then we'll do like a couple gifts that are like,
it's
but
like
that's just
roulette.
yeah. We'll do a couple gifts that are like you didn't put on the list, but I thought you might like. But that's different for us because like we've been together so long that we basically know usually what each other like. But I still ask like I got so for it was Katie's birthday yesterday, and I got her like some Adidas, some new sneakers. But she had been talking about wanting new sneakers for a while, so I was gonna get her sneakers. And then, but I still asked like, do you want anything for your birthday? And she was like, then she literally sold me sneakers. And I was like, all right, cool. That's what I was gonna get anyway.
All right, you should have been like, well, then cool. You know what to get yourself. Nah, that's
Hilarious.
cool. What color are they, man? You should put them up on the link when we post this.
Just cause they're black.
Just the picture of Katie's new sneakers. Yeah,
Nah, there's some black Adidas.
that's tight, dude.
Yeah, I've been on the Adidas kick for some reason. So
I'm
I got
team
some.
Adidas all day.
It's funny. She had just got some Chucks too, but she wanted like some running shoes. And then you know what I mean? She said get black. Cause I got some gray Adidas that are sick and they got the white bottoms. But man, them shit, I gotta clean them so quick. White shoes are the devil. I've said that.
Yeah, I mean that's why I only bring them to the gym, like in my gym bag. I don't let them
Yeah.
touch the ground.
But like, bro, I want to flex out here. I kind of want to wear my shit. But then, like, as soon as I step outside, black mark on the side. I'm like, fuck, bro. Why the outside got to be so dirty, b?
I don't know, man. I don't got the answers. But going back to Mother's Day, I guess I'm a worse son than you because I didn't get my mom anything yet. No excuses though, because your mom lives in New York just like mine does.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no excuse for me. But I'll get her something.
I mean, if your mom don't care, then it's cool. Like,
She really
honestly,
doesn't.
it's kind of wild because it's like we always pick these random days, and it's not. It's probably good that we have these random days because it's like, if not, I don't think we would. It's not like you would take a random day to just be like, "Yo, here, mom, I'm gonna get you a gift." So it's like good, but it's also wild that we wait for one day out of the year to be like, "Hey, mom, I love you." You know what I mean?
Yeah. But shouts to my mom. I did call her at least, and my family took her out to brunch, and we were
That's cool.
talking. Yeah, it was cool. And we were talking about reminiscing about when she was a kid, and I kind of told her, foreshadowing what we were going to talk about on the pod, and I was telling her how I at least appreciate the fact that she didn't really put soda in the house growing up because I would have had way more cavities than I do now.
Mm,
And I drink soda, but I definitely don't drink as much as I think I would if I grew up drinking it like day in and day out.
mm-hmm.
So shout out to my mom for that. But then I was like laughing because we were reminiscing about shit like when I used to be I had a bus stop and I shared it with like a couple of kids from school. My mom would buy snacks for me to bring to that kid's house so I could eat the snacks like after school or before school before the bus came. And those kids like siblings and their parents would eat the snacks and I'm like, what the fuck, yo?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, ma, they bought, I swear to this day. And we were talking about that. I was like, ma, I swear, you bought those powdered donuts, and I'd be hyped as fuck riding the school bus home. And boom, like the next day, she's like, the parents would be like, oh yeah, there's no more donuts. I'm sorry. I'm like, bullshit. My mom just bought that.
That's fucked.
So do you remember I don't know, like things growing up that your mom like said no to that looking back, you're like, damn, I probably didn't need that.
Everything, I guess.
Yeah.
It was just kind of funny. Like, it's just like all the stuff you didn't really realize. Like, when your parents used to be like, oh, so you ain't gonna, you remember you used to like, you go in and out of the house? Or your mom, or at least my mom be like, yo, you either got to pick one. You can't keep going in and out of the house. You got to be either in or out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, if I go outside, I got to come back in at some point. But you know what I mean? But it was mostly like running in and out because it's like you're letting out AC in the summer, and you never really thought of that like as a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like the fact that as an adult, you kind of want to know who the fuck's coming in and out of your house. So if somebody keeps going in and out of the door, you're like, who the fuck keeps going in and out of the door? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it jacks up now as an adult. Reality, it jacks up like the AC bill, and two, it's just annoying because now as an adult with roommates and stuff, that shit is type annoying. Where like they walk in and out, in and out. You just keep hearing the door open.
Right, and you don't know who's actually in the fucking house.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm just trying to watch TV. Will you fucking stay inside or stay outside? Like, Christ, one or two. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was like that. I remember, I mean, they buy like a fresh thing of juice or like milk, and that should be gone in like a day or two. And it's like, yo, I just bought this shit. What the fuck? And it's like, bro, why'd you buy juice if you didn't want us to drink it? You know what I mean? But now I'm like, I get that. If I had kids, I'd be pissed if I bought some shit and I couldn't enjoy that shit myself.
You're like,
I couldn't even imagine.
You're like, it's Monday. I bought this to last through Friday.
Right? It should be terrible. But like, although that's the one thing I was thinking, like, I don't know about you, you got roommates and shit, so you could probably pawn it off on them. But like, me and Katie can't go through a whole we don't even get gallon jugs of milk anymore. We get like the half gallons or like the little handles of them, and we can't go through a whole thing of milk to save our lives. Like never. So it's always like half left or some shit like that. And so I'm like, yo, this is the only time. That's like the only benefit right now of me having a kid. It's for somebody to drink the rest of this fucking milk. Or like, you know what I mean? Because you know how like when you're younger, it'd be like, oh, mom, let's go to McDonald's or let's go to this and that. And they'd be like, nah, man, we got food in the cabinet. You better go get some food. But like when you're now as an adult, like you be looking at the shit in your cabinet, like, man, I don't want to eat none of this shit. I'm about to go get some food.
Yeah. But also on the flip, dude, there's a couple times where I'm like, bro, I got like these leftovers that I definitely should eat. I shouldn't buy out, like, nah, man, it'd be irresponsible for me to fucking buy something right now. Let me go finish it. So I'll just go home and eat the leftovers. I'm like, damn, like I really am becoming my parents,
Yeah, that's cool though, because it's like I was thinking that's why you need kids so you can force them to eat that shit. Like, yo, make sure, like all those, them string beans in the cabinet that I haven't touched in a year and a half, man, you better eat that.
I was telling like mom how I was like, shit. I was like, you used to yell at us for running outside, or I used to play street hockey like with like socks on and stuff. And I'm like, now I know why I used to yell at us for running in the street with our socks. Like they get holes in them, and shit's annoying to go buy socks.
Exactly.
That shit adds up, and the toothpaste, wasting toothpaste, like that shit adds up too.
Yep.
I get it now.
All you needed was for your mom to tell you. You just need to grow up. That's the thing too. Is like so many dumb things I did as a kid. That I'm like, why the fuck did I do? Excuse me. Why the fuck did I do that? Like, when I used to like, I don't know, is it just a me thing because I was sloppy, but like I get like a bowl or a plate and like eat it in my room and just like never take it downstairs again. And then my mom would come in the room like, why the fuck would you leave these bowls in here? Like, you know what I mean? Or these plates. Or even just like my little brother. Like I told you the story, like my little brother used to literally he'll take a bowl of cereal outside to go to one of our friends' house, and then he'll eat the bowl of cereal and then just leave it somewhere in like the trail that like going to one of our friends' house in the grass. And I'll just be walking outside and I'm like, is that our fucking bowl? What the fuck? Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? Just why wouldn't you just take it to our friend's house? Like, take it to the house and then the bowl's there and then bring it back later. Why would you just leave that shit outside? It never made any sense.
That's funny.
Right? It's just little kids, man. Like, you're a teenager. You don't just be doing dumb shit. You don't understand why. You just don't understand why your parents, like, you're like, oh, yeah, I want to do this or stay the night at this person's house. And your parents are just like, nah.
You notice the bowl. You're like, did my brother get kidnapped? Like, shit.
Nah, it's just like
he left the bowl.
It's neatly placed in the grass with like the spoon inside of it. And it's like, is that a fucking bowl? Like, it'd be one thing was just like tossed over and there's like milk everywhere. It's like it got snatched up or some shit. It'd be wild, but nah, that shit was wild. Oh, do you remember like you used to want to go to the movies with your friends and your parents would be like, yo, I'll take you one way, but I'm not driving you both ways.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. If you ever ride home, I'll take you.
Right? And you'd be like, man, why not just take us both ways? Like, what the fuck? But like now I'm thinking as an older person, I'm like, bro, gas prices are high, bro. I get it. I ain't about to be taking it because think about it. That's 2 trips both ways. I'm driving you to the movies and back, and then coming to the movies and back, bro. That's double the trip to take y'all little snotty asses to the movies. I'm good.
They're like, well, my dad said no.
Yeah, like I'm gonna definitely be hitting them with that, bro. I'll take you one way. You better get somebody else's parents to get you the other way, bro.
Ty's dad's mean. Are you gonna be the mean dad on the vlog, bro?
I'm just gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm not about to be picking y'all up. Now it'd be one thing if it's like
I'm good, fam. That's what you should say.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'll take y'all one way. You better ask the other dude's parents for some help, bro. I'm not about to be out here wasting my gas.
Dude, that was wild thinking about it now. I mean, just we're removed from it, but
right? Cause you get it now, right? Like,
yeah. Did your parents ever talk to your friends' parents?
Just like for like if you did something bad or like just being friends.
Like I'd be like, hey, I'm going to so and so's house off the bus. They'd be like, let me talk to their parents to make sure they exist. You know?
Yeah, when I was younger, yeah, but not like once I got in high school, my mom didn't really care that much. I think she's just like, it's not worth my time to be out here fucking checking.
Well, I told you that story about I don't know, a couple episodes ago when my parents thought I got kidnapped because I went to my homie's house and I didn't tell him because I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't allowed to hang out with them for like ever until like college.
Wait, why wasn't you allowed to hang out with him when it wasn't even it wasn't his fault? It was you
because our parents beefed about it.
Oh,
yeah. And
I'm like, you the one who lied. They should just been mad at you.
And we were homies, and it was so funny. I was like, yo, like, so what do you want? Like, how can we kick it? We're like, we can't. We're like, all right, well, I'll catch you around, bro.
Gotta hang out at school and shit.
But anyway, trying to think other things that my mom yelled at us that was like, one thing that we did say that was kind of funny was I was telling her how like if we asked for Burger King for dinner or like to rent a video game, we had like a recipe for success, you know? Like we would never ask her when she was in her work clothes. We would wait till she was at least a couple laughs in on her fucking movie she's watching or her favorite TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was laughing about that. But anyway, shouts to you, Ma. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, shout out to mom. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Happy Mother's Day. You definitely understand where moms are coming from, parents in general.
Mom's got me through. My mom helped me get through school through the early years when I got roasted for being four-eyed. Did you ever get roasted back in school, man, growing up?
Oh, bro, all the time, man. Definitely got roasted for like, obviously being fat, or like I got wild shit. Like fucking my it's funny because like all these people are still my friends, and it's like everybody used to roast each other. Like I had a dude who literally he dated like a girl that was or he was talking to a girl that was like 2 years younger than him, and we literally called him a pedophile for like the whole rest of school.
That's
Like for
dangerous
4 years
now.
of high school because he was in ninth grade and he was talking to a seventh grader. Like like shit is ruthless. Like I I guess now it's kind of like tragic because these are like now it'd be like cyberbullying and shit. But like there was one girl in high school that she sent a video to a dude like masturbating with a banana.
Word.
Yeah, she sent a video to a dude and he's like
That's
spreading
banana.
all
Pause. That's bananas. Anyway.
oh my god. So like he sent the video like around school and like everybody found out about it and they started calling this chick Banana Girl for like ever.
Very clever.
Right. And so like I had a homie whose brother like was in the same homeroom as her. And so he came to school dressed up in a banana suit.
Wow.
Yeah. And then somebody else like came up to her in the lunchroom and was like dropped a banana in front of her and was like, yo, do what you gotta do. I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
Oh man.
Yeah, so like shit like that was definitely school's like wow. You never really think about it when you're in the moment, like how fucked up that shit is. But like as an adult, you're like, man, that could have went bad. Like people hurt themselves for shit like that. You know what I mean?
I got roasted for having glasses, and I was small throughout the majority of my life, and then I was Jewish, so that was like a
Yeah, most
triple
of that.
whammy. But I mean, you just gotta learn how to flame back, man. Like,
That's it. Because everybody gets flamed, so you just gotta be flaming is like deflect. You might get caught randomly. Like you ever be like in a roasting circle and like somebody's like laughing at somebody, and then they're like, "Yo, I know you ain't laughing."
oh
You know
hell
what I mean?
yeah,
You're like,
like,
"Oh shit."
yeah, like you can't even see us from over here, four eyes. I'm like, fuck.
Like fuck. Like yo, my homie used to say I had like, cause my hands are thick. And you're like, yo, you got hamburger hands, and be like, put like the bun between my hands and shit. It was fucked up. I had
I
a
had,
homie. I'm not gonna name any of these people. I got a homie that like used to cry a lot.
I was in, I was in, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll tell you the cry stories in a second. But what you about?
There was like sophomore year of high school, I was growing my hair out because of hockey and shit like that, and they let us wear hats in our high school, but like I had like a wild Jufro like behind my hat, and this kid like fucking he got me. I mean, it wasn't too funny, but throughout the entire class, he was just like crumpling paper and putting it in my fro, and or not fro, but you know what I'm talking about, and after like I didn't notice till the end of class, so I had like a whole like sheet of paper in my head,
Damn.
and like I just like put my hand through it, and the whole class was like, "Oh," because they were like watching the whole time. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, all right, you got me."
Fuck.
And I was waiting, to cut it until we lost or some shit. We did, but yeah. So I mean, that's not really getting roasted, but like kind of being like
People
embarrassed.
definitely did wild shit. I know one homie who said that when he went to school that people called him pube head. Like yeah.
Jeez.
Like, yeah, bro, pube head. Somebody I was talking to somebody at work and she was saying because we were talking about this shit too, and she was saying like one of her homegirls, you know how like chicks used to have the bumps, like the bumps in their hair, like it looked like
I thought you were talking about small boobs. I'm like,
no, that'd be wild. But like the bump, little ramp bump in their hair,
yeah, sure.
like the Jersey Shore type shit. She said like back when chicks used to do that, one of her friends it was like a black girl and she dyed that bump like blonde. She bleached it, and so people started calling her speed bump when they saw that shit.
Oh man.
And apparently she had a boyfriend, and they were like, "Yo, you see what happened to your girl?" And he was like, "Yo, that's not my girl."
Damn.
Like he just was like, could you imagine that you getting roasted so bad at school that your girl was like, yeah, nah, I don't date him no more. But like didn't tell you. She just heard you getting roasted. Like, yeah, that's a wrap, bro. Like, you getting roasted flame that bad. They're just like, yeah, we can't do this no more, homie.
I'm trying to think. Like, there was a girl in our high school named Regina. People called her Regina.
That's so dumb too. It's like
Like
not even
what?
funny.
Yo,
But like
but
that's
like
little kids.
I was saying, like, bruh, you cannot give the teachers we had. I was talking to my homie. Shouts to him. He's a substitute teacher now in Florida,
Hmm.
and we were talking about how like you cannot give teachers guns, and we were talking about the teachers we had growing up, and we're like, yo, half of us would be dead for as much as we clowned around in classes.
Hmm.
Um, One of our teachers, shouts to her. I hope she's doing well.
Hmm.
Her name was Mrs. Papa George,
Hmm.
and her son's name was George. So her son's name was George Papa George,
Hmm. That's
and
wild.
we would just make a game out of it on who could get to the amount of questions until the point it was until who could ask her because she would send you the detention instantly if you asked her what her son's name was.
Really?
Yeah, so you'd be like, "Hey, Miss Papa George, what's your son's name?" She'd be like, "Get out," and like, everyone started laughing, and then she couldn't corral the class, you know.
Oh shit. You
So we
know it's
start, yeah, so we started making like a game out of it. So
uh that's funny because I had a substitute teacher that came in one time and her name was Mrs. Bosner. And like the class was rowdy. She was already kind of like, you know what I mean, because it's a sub, so people weren't really like talking to her like that and or listening to her. And then she like went to the bathroom right quick and came back, and she had wrote her name Miss Bosner on the board, and somebody erased the S, and so it said Miss Boner. And and she literally started crying. It's like that's not my name. I'm like, bruh, how do you go your whole life with the name Bosner? And have you never seen this dumbass joke before? Are you gonna cry about it? That's wild.
she probably thought like, finally, I'm a teacher. Like I'm on the other side. I can't be made fun of. And then day
No.
one, she's like, "Damn."
As soon as that, she's like, well, like I just imagine her going to the bathroom and she's kind of like, you know what, like this sucks. Like I get it. I'm a sub, but you know what? At least they didn't call me Mrs. Boner like they did all throughout college, or all throughout high school, and as a kid. And then she comes back and just sees that sees that shit on the board and just starts breaking down. It's like, yo,
We had this teacher that would get flamed a lot because he was like a stoner, and people just kind of clowned on him because he would just like, I don't know, people just were reckless. And one time he had enough, and this kid that was not a good looking kid, he was ugly as shit, but girls fucked with him. I didn't get it, but anyway,
that was a little put a little salt in the story a little.
nah, for real, dude. I mean, that was high school though,
Like,
girls.
man, he wasn't even hitting like that, but you was getting girls, whatever. I ain't really
But
getting it.
yeah, anyway, dude was ugly as shit, and he made fun of our he made fun of our teacher for stuttering one point,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, do you hear yourself?" And the teacher clapped back and said, "Do you see yourself?"
Oh shit,
I was dying, dog. I
bruh.
was like,
That teacher can't work again though, because you can't do shit like that.
nah, he was cooking. He was allowed to go, and everyone's like, "Yo, do you see yourself, bro?" Like they turned on him quick.
Like, yo, I know your peasy head ain't talking, bro.
Nah, so anyway, so shouts to getting roasted in school. I think not to sound like an old head, but social media is not good to help, like doesn't help in that
No,
regard.
people getting then you think because it used to be before like you get roasted at school, it sucked at school, but you could just go home and then you'd be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now you're
But
getting roasted online.
yeah, now everybody gets roasted like
You can't escape it.
right, and so and again, it's one thing if you once you if you're in a moment and you realize because if it should be kind of like a way to show that nobody's perfect because when I went to high school, literally everybody got roasted. There was like nobody who didn't get roasted. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whether it's the most popular person, you know what I mean, the dude who gets the most chicks, the chicks who get the most like attention from dudes, like everybody has some shit they got roasted about, and so it was kind of like a way to say like, hey, I'm not. It's not it sucks that that happens, but it's like nobody's really above anybody. You know what I mean? But now it's just like people. There's some people who can't handle that shit, and rightfully so. It's all trash. But you know what I mean? And that shit following you home, like that shit's fucked up. You know what I mean? Seeing that shit on people posting wild shit on your Facebook and shit. So
Well, yeah, because I mean, we didn't have social media until I mean, you're a year or two younger than me, but I didn't really have it until college. And by college, you don't really give a fuck what people say.
Right.
If people are like talking about you in college, you're like, hell yeah, I did some shit.
Yeah, yeah. Usually it's like college. All the people who got talked about in college was just like, wow. You had to do something real wild to be talked about in college. Like
Word,
there was
in
like a
my
there was a
bad.
dude I knew who put like a fucking champagne bottle up his ass or something like that, or butt chug. Like you got to do shit on that level to get talked about in college.
Or if you ran into, what's funny is running into people at the bars that you had class with that you didn't really talk to, but
Mhm.
they, I guess, knew you more than you knew them.
But then you see them out and y'all be talking up a storm like y'all know each other.
Or they'd be like, "You're Ty Doyle," and you're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I guess you know me." Like they know your first and last name.
Yeah,
I had that a bunch of times, bro, from girls and guys. They'd be like, "Oh, what's up, bro? You're Jesse Burke." I'm like,
right.
"Oh, you're Steve."
Yeah.
Like you're dead. I'm dead on the last name. Like I'm not even gonna try for the first name. Man.
Yeah, I definitely like. This is no offense to white because it's like every time I go out, it'd be like generic white dude. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
white girl, and I'm like, yeah, I can't remember all you white people to be real. Like
Y'all
it's
look
easier
like
for y'all to remember me because it's like, oh, this black Ty, like it's Ty, he's black. Like you're not gonna see too many other, you know what I mean, and get me confused with somebody else.
um.
But
If,
no,
uh,
he had to
yeah.
do some wild shit. Like I knew a chick who like apparently blew off like 5 dudes in the back of a uh of a pizza parlor. Like that's the shit you get made fun of in college. But like you had to do something wild like that. But it's like every other than that, like because you know how like in high school everybody had to be like dressed up or you get roasted.
Yeah, I mean, I was wearing like sweatpants and every day, so fuck that.
Oh, maybe that's see in high school it was like that. But college, like motherfuckers be rolling out of bed going to class. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about school ever.
Nobody cared how you looked in college. Like you, I mean, dressing out to go out, different, but still,
I guess
nobody
it
like
was
you.
different, man. You went to college in the cold. I went to in the desert, bro. You wore straight tanks and straight shorts
I
out
guess
here.
that makes sense. Yeah, and it's weird because you would think we wouldn't dress up because it's fucking cold, but nope, motherfuckers dressed up just to
Yeah,
go out though. It wasn't like you're not doing anything wild to go to class. Motherfuckers wearing sweatpants and shorts and shit.
yeah, but it's probably cold like 10 months out of the 11, or 8 months out of the 9 months you're in school up there anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how chicks did it where they go out and they fucking not have any like coat and they're in fucking dresses and shit and heels and it's icy outside. Shit is wild.
It's like ice skates,
Basically.
very basically
Right?
hat. But yeah,
Damn.
man. Yeah, but we arrived to our favorite segment, burn, 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 of episode 37 of the Bucket Up Pod, the Happy Mother's Day edition.
Mhm.
Song of the week, man. I got two songs, rather new. Since me and you, not to say that we're the only ones that kind of predicted Kanye talking crazy, but we were one of the forefathers of it. He does have a new song out with Travis Scott and Lil
Oh yeah,
Uzi Vert.
that's Travis Scott's song.
Right, it's Travis Scott's song. He has a feature on that he bodies. And
Oh man. I mean, it's a good song. I'm just mad at Kanye. That's all.
right, and the thing is, it's like if we just stuck to the music and didn't, conflate his music with his politics and his craziness, the song is a good song. It's called "Watch" with Travis Scott featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Kanye. But my other song of the week is the theme of today's episode, which is Mama's Day. I want to go with "Dear Mama" by Tupac.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh,
That's nice. Well, hopefully people have heard that one before.
yeah.
My songs of the week. Had some shit drop. Got T Grizzly's album came out. Activated. That shit was. I listened to most of it. That shit was fire. Who else dropped this week? We had some. I know I listened to the Black Boy JB shit last week. That shit was crazy. But and then fucking Playboy Cardi. I don't know if you listen to Playboy Cardi. I feel like he's somebody you definitely wouldn't enjoy.
I wouldn't or would.
But not. I mean, the songs that he does with Lil Uzi are usually good, or like he's with ASAP. But like somebody said it, like he's definitely 0-calorie rap music. Like I don't even think my man be saying the whole sentence throughout his whole like shit. He just be saying,
I like Cardi B.
yeah, exactly. So he dropped like it's kind of like whatever. But my song of the week straight up song is "Want Want" by Valley featuring Jeremiah. That should go in. Definitely check that shit out. Then check out that T Grizzly. I know. Your boy, our boy Trav is gonna be excited about that. He fucks with T Grizzly hard.
Shouts to Trav and baby Tegan, man. Tegan God.
Oh yeah, shout out to Aubrey from Mother's Day too.
Oh yeah, man. The creator.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, episode 37 of the Bucket Up Pod. We got the shirts, we got the tanks, we got the onesies for the babies. So no excuses. Go to we got the link in the bio and in the socials. Follow us on Bucket Up Podcast on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at the Bucket at Boys, and follow me at JB Speak and your man Ty Doyle. It's hard to keep up with him. He changes it like every week, but it's at Ty Lonze on Twitter.
Yeah, I just changed my like display name. I'm actually changing my hat.
Right, but yeah, and he'll tell you where to follow us, where to find this product.
Oh yeah, obviously, we're on, SoundCloud, and we might move somewhere. I don't know. We're, some shit might be going down, but we SoundCloud. Check us out on iTunes. Tell the homies about us. We on Google Play. Leave reviews, please. Shout out to Kurt Rogers because he always hitting us up. Leaving comments. So we really appreciate it. But yo, for real, like hit us up on, iTunes or Google Play. Leave reviews because if we get reviews, the more reviews we get, the higher up we can go and like be seen on like iTunes, like the iPod or the iTunes podcast page or app. Like the higher up we can be seen on that if we get more reviews. They see motherfuckers fuck with us. So if you fuck with us, definitely leave a review. It could be the quick one. You don't gotta say shit, or you can leave one, a long one. Say, I like the way they talk about random shit. So just let us know. Tell your family, tell your grandmammy, tell your aunties about us. And thanks for joining us as all. We appreciate you. But we out, fam.
Yeah, we're out. Chill.